Mrs. Agnes Okemete Umukoro. 4, to re-elect the following directors who, in accordance with the Article 83 of the Company's Article of Association, retire by rotation and being eligible offers himself for re-election. Mr. Johnson Chukwu. 5, to appoint Motari Dangana and Co. Limited as the auditors of the company and to authorize the directors to fix their remuneration. 6, to elect members of the audit committee, special business, to consider and if thought fit, pass the following resolutions as ordinary resolutions. 1, to fix the remuneration of the directors dated this 4th day of September 2020 by order of the board. Thank you.
Thank you, the Secretary. Thank you, the Company Secretary. I now read the Chairman's statement contained in the annual report, or with the approval of the members of the Chairman's statement can be taken as read. Okay, good. Before I proceed to the first item on the agenda, I wish to let you know that you are free to ask questions, make comments, or second a motion. Should you wish to do any of this, kindly indicate by raising your hand at any point of the meeting and you'll be appropriately recognized. Once recognized, you must please introduce yourself before proceeding to make your contributions. Item number 1 on the agenda is to receive and adopt the audited financial statements together with the reports of the directors, auditors' report, and audit committee's report therein for the year ended 31st of December 2017. I now call on the auditors to read the report. The chairman of the audit committee is unavailable absent, and he has asked Mr. Gafar to read the report in his state. And I call on him to read the report. Okay, the auditor has okay, go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Uh, 2017 is on pages 39 to 42. Then 2018 is on pages 118 to 121. So I'll crave the indulgence of the chairman, distinguished members, to read out of 2018. Or I should go through everything? Okay.
The two of them, okay. Okay, great. Okay. Thank you, AK. Who is seconding? Thank you. Any objection? In the absence of any objection, the motion is unanimously passed that the auditors should read the two reports at the same time. 2017 and 2018, yeah, and 2018, yes. Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So page 118. Independent auditors report to the shareholders of Standard Alliance Insurance PSC. Report on the audit of the financial statement. Opinion. We have audited the financial statement of Standard Alliance Insurance PLC, which comprise the statement of financial position as at 31 December 2018, statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and note to the financial statement, including a summary of significant accounting policy and other explanatory notes. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statement gives a true and fair view of the financial position of the company as at 31 December 2018 and of its financial performance and cash flows for the year then ended, in accordance with international financial reporting standards issued by the International Accounting Standard Board and in compliance with relevant provision of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act No. 6, 2011, the Companies and Allied Matter Act, Cap C20 LFN 2004, Insurance Act, Cap I-17 LFN 2004, and the Prudential Guideline issued by the National Insurance Commission. Basis for opinion. We conducted our audit in accordance with international standards on auditing. Our responsibility under those standards are further described in the auditor responsibility for the audit of the financial statement section of our report. We are independent of the company in accordance with International Ethics Standard Board Code for Accountant Code of Ethics for professional accountants, together with the ethical requirements that are relevant to our audit of financial statements in Nigeria. And we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibility in accordance with this requirement and the International Ethics Standard Board Code. We believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. Key audit matters. Key audit matters are those matters that, in our professional judgment, were of most significant in our audit of the financial statements of the current period. These matters were addressed in the context of the audit of the financial statement as a whole and informing our opinion thereon, and we do not provide a separate opinion on these matters. Revenue recognition. Due to the large number of policies underwritten by the company, there is a risk that the revenue recorded in the financial statement and the flow of premium from the underwriting system to the financial reporting ledger may not be completely accounted for. Response. We have tested and designed an implementation of the key controls over revenue recognition, focusing on the flow of information from the underwriting system to financial reporting ledgers. In addition, we perform substantive analytical testing procedure on the gross and on-hand premium balances, amongst others. Valuation of investment properties. The directors have estimated the value of company's investment property to be 4.1 billion as at 31 December 2018. Independent external valuations were obtained in order to support the value in the company's financial statement. These valuations are dependent on certain key assumptions and significant judgment, including capitalization rates and fair market rents. Our response. We ascertained the following. We evaluated the independent external valuer's competence, capability, and objectivity, assessed the methodologies used and the appropriateness of key assumptions, checked the accuracy and relevance of input data. We also review and fund the disclosure in the notes to the financial statement on the assumption to be appropriate. Valuation of insurance contract liability. The directors have estimated the value of insurance contract liability in the company financial statement to be 4.6 billion as at the year ended 31 December 2018, based on the actuarial valuation and liability adequacy tests carried out by external firm of actuaries. The valuation has been made on the following key assumptions, which were determined by the actuary. 1. Reserves were calculated via cash flow projection approach, taking into account future premiums, expenses, and benefit payment, including an allowance for benefits. 2. The unexpired premium reserve for general business is on the assumption that the risk will occur evenly over the duration of the policy. 3. The company's claim payment approach will be sustained to the future. Weighted past average inflation will remain unchanged over the claim projection period. Gross claim amounts include all related claim expenses. An expired premium reserve was included for group life business after allowing for acquisition expenses at a ratio of 20% premium. An allowance for the IBNR, that's incurred but not reported claims, in group life to take care of the delay in reporting claims. Our response: we evaluated and validated control over insurance contract liabilities, evaluated independent actuaries' competence, capability, and objectivity, assessed the methodology used and the appropriateness of the key assumptions, checked the accuracy and relevance of data provided to the actuary by management, reviewed the result based on the assumption. Other information. The directors are responsible for the other information. The other information comprises information included in the chairman's and director's statement, but does not include the financial statement and our auditor's report thereon. Our opinion on the financial statement does not cover the other information, and we do not express any form of assurance conclusion thereon. In connection with our audit of the financial statement, our responsibility is to read the other information and, in doing so, consider whether the other information is materially inconsistent with the financial statement or our knowledge obtained during the audit, or otherwise appear to be materially misstatement. If, based on the work we have performed, we conclude that there is a material misstatement of this information, we are required to report this fact. We have nothing to report in this regard. Responsibility of the directors for the financial statement. The directors are responsible for the preparation and fair presentation of the financial statement in accordance with International Financial Reporting Standard issued by the International Accounting Standard Board, and in compliance with the relevant provision of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act No. 6, 2011, the Company and Allied Matter Act, CAPC 20 LFN 2004, Insurance Act, CAPI 17 2000, and the Prudential Guideline issued by the National Insurance Commission. And for such internal control as the director determines is necessary to enable the preparation of financial statements that are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. In preparing the financial statement, the director are responsible for assessing the company's ability to continue as a going concern, disclosing as applicable matter related to going concern, and using the going concern basis of accounting, unless the director either intends to liquidate the company or to cease operation or has no realistic alternative but to do so. Auditor responsible for the audit of the financial statement. Our objective are to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statement as a whole are free from material misstatement, whether due to error or fraud, or to issue the report that includes our opinion. Reasonable assurance is a high level of assurance, but it's not a guarantee that audit conducted in accordance with international standards on auditing will always detect a material misstatement when it exists. Misstatement can arise from fraud or error and are considered material if individually or in aggregate they could reasonably be expected to influence the economic decision of user taken on the basis of this financial statement. As part of our audit, in accordance with international standard on auditing, we exercise professional judgment and maintain professional skepticism throughout the audit. We also identify and assess the risk of material misstatement of financial statement, whether due to fraud or error, and design and perform audit procedure responsive to those risks, and obtain audit evidence that is sufficient and appropriate to provide a basis for our opinion. The risk of not detecting a material misstatement resulting from fraud is higher than for one resulting from error, as fraud may involve collusion, forgery, intentional omission, misrepresentation, and the override of internal control. Obtain an understanding of internal control relevant to the audit in order to design audit procedure that are appropriate in these circumstances, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the company's internal control. Evaluate the appropriateness of accounting policies used and reasonableness of accounting estimates and related disclosure made by director. Conclude on the appropriateness of director use of going concern basis of accounting based on the audit evidence obtained, whether the material uncertainty exists related to event or condition that may cast significant doubt about the company's ability to continue as a going concern. If we conclude that a material uncertainty exists, we are required to draw attention in our auditor's report to the related disclosure in the financial statement, or if such disclosure are inadequate, to modify our opinion. Our conclusions are based on the audit evidence obtained up to the date of our auditor's report. However, future events or conditions may cause the company to cease to continue as a going concern. Evaluate the overall presentation, structure, and content of the financial statement, including disclosures and whether the financial statement represent the underlying transaction and event in a manner that achieves fair presentation. We communicate with the directors regarding, among other matters, the planned scope and timing of the audit and significant audit findings and any significant deficiency in internal control that we identify during the audit. Contravention of laws and regulation. During the year, the company contravened certain sections of Insurance Act, Cap I-17, LFN 2004, and NICOM's operational guideline. Details of contravention and appropriate penalty thereon are disclosed in Note 44. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. The Companies and Allied Matter Act, Cap C-20 LFN 2004, and Insurance Act, Cap I-17 LFN 2004, requires that in carrying out our audit, we consider and report to you on the following matters. We confirm that we have obtained all the information and explanation which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of the audit. In our opinion, proper books of account have been kept by company. The company statement of financial position and the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of account. Signed by Olugbemi Gaye Akinbayo for BDO Professional Services, dated 24 December 2019. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Like I was saying earlier, the chairman of the committee is unavailably absent, and he has asked Mr. Elefalami. He has advised that Mr. Elefalami Gafar read the report in his state. I will now call on him to read the report. While he's doing that, I understand we are too packed together because for the need of social distance, so we may need to create more space. What do we do? Maybe just create seats behind. So